At least that means it's not right now.
Yeah. If it is, just hit pause. Assuming that works on co-op.
It does not.
Nothing's coming up on my friends list unless you're not a friend anymore. On Steam.
I wasn't signed into Steam's friends thing. I should be there now. You should see it. Once day comes, our vehicle bay ought to be fully powered and operational, completely solar powered, because it really doesn't use any power, you know.
Okay, I'm recording now.
Hey.
Even I'm not really in yet. Coffee. I have coffee. I'm in.
Yep, I'm in too. I'm at the command
I'm
center.
in the barracks.
Yeah, I went over to the command center. Have you seen the new model for the armor locker, for the large armor locker?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than the other model. I like it.
Yeah, you put it right next to something and it's not in the way.
Yeah, so like where I have it here, if you come into the command center.
I'm here.
Where I've got the armor locker over here. You see how it is against the wall? That's how I had it, you know, before and everything. Now it looks a lot better.
Yeah, I'll have it like in a small corridor. You can have it against the wall and still have something over here.
Yeah.
You can get.
Yep. You can put it in a too wide corridor and still walk between it, even if you had one on each side.
Yeah, even if it's positioned like that.
Yeah, as opposed to before, where you know you weren't able to because it took up the full block. I like it the way it is now a lot better.
Yeah, same with the small vessels. It's a half block.
Yeah,
2 block half.
So, are we going to do a introduction to appease your fans?
Sure.
Might as well just do it right here.
You know what I did in all the past videos, which are still running, is I clipped your beginning parts that you always say in the beginning of the video. It's in every episode.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, welcome back everybody to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out with FragALot. How you doing, Frag?
I'm awake and drinking coffee, so I'm going to be good.
I'm drinking coffee too, so yay, we both have coffee. So obviously we're here playing Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 12 Experimental, and because things are going on, the way it is that each phase you're supposed to restart, but that's largely for the PDA purposes or for new planetary updates. And in order to update the planets, all we have to do is just remove the templates folder, and our multiplayer doesn't have the PDA stuff. So
at least for planets we haven't visited yet, right?
Right, for the planets we haven't visited. So, and we haven't visited any planets yet that would have been changed.
Just the moon, that's it.
Yeah, but the moon wouldn't have been changed. Because what they did is they put more of the traitor factions on some of the planets. And that's about it. They did some additional faction-based things while within their territory, but we're not in other territory, so we're in neutral territory.
All they did, in phase, was it phase 2, I think? They simply put titanium on the moon, that was it. And there's barely any titanium on. But once you're able to warp, even with just S.O.V warp, there's some titanium out there that's in buttloads.
Oh yeah. In our system anyway, we've got a whole bunch of moons that have titanium. On my single player, not so much. I just have the starter moon that has titanium in my system. Nothing else has titanium.
And then I needed gold, and I found an asteroid with gold. I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah, there was a gold deposit on our planet, and we did get it. It had like
We popped it.
one thing in it, but we apparently lost the gold because we do not have it. So
Maybe we used it something in a tier upgrade or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but I think everything that we upgraded CPU wise, we had to actually go and look for things, and we didn't need any of the higher. We were just using tier 2 CPU things, so somehow we lost the gold. At least that's assuming that. I'm pretty sure this planet had a gold deposit that we got. It had a single gold nugget in it.
I think I remember getting it.
Yeah, I remember it too.
I got it. It's like we saw it early. Might as well grab it now because we're gonna need it anyway. So.
Right, and then you lost the gold. You know what probably happened?
We must have lost it when we moved everything over here.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking if I go back over there, I'm gonna find it somewhere in something. But
Not much left though.
I don't know.
Maybe it's one of the vessels we still have. If it's anywhere, it's probably in the hover vessel we have, that big one. Oh, that turret's flashing.
Yeah, I know, because it's not day. Once it gets day, the turrets should power up and then be fully powered. So
let's hope the Xerox aren't night people.
well, even if they are, the turrets will have enough surplus left over. In fact, let's do this right now. While we are waiting for it,
2 days away.
We can turn the turrets and signals off for it, or the turrets and weapons off for them, so that they get the most power. They're not using up power. Let's see. Can I access the other defense tower? There we go. All right, so our defense towers are currently off. If we need something in an emergency, we can turn the command center's weapons on, and that.
You want me to turn this one off too?
I already did.
It's still glowing to me. Both of them are still glowing.
The sides are going to be glowing, but the weapons themselves are not glowing. You'll notice.
Turn the weapons. I thought you just turned the whole thing completely off.
Nope, I just turned the weapons off because it uses no power with the weapons off. So.
Like playing Excitebike.
Right? But once the things charge now, okay, yeah, it looks like this this solar panel does not seem to want to work, but this one is working. It may just be a visual thing. I don't know, but you see that, right? That's got 4 off lights.
Yeah, both sides.
And I don't know. Well, this one's the same thing. This one here. The
sun's about to come up, though.
Okay, I see what you can do. Okay, hold on. If we... There you go. Just one ping of damage and then repair it and the lights come on, so...
Oh, so they're probably working anyway then.
Yes, it's just a visual thing.
As is everything in this game.
But yeah,
powering the command center or just the bunker or both? We got more than 15.
Oh yeah, half of these are for the bunker. The other half are for the command center.
Okay, what's set for drone attacks? The command center?
The drone attacks go for the command center is the center for the drone attacks. You'll notice that the barracks is set as a public structure, as is the vehicle bay, so they don't incur the attacks.
What cover vessel that we had? You throw it in here?
Yeah, everything is in the vehicle bay.
Okay.
Once I get the starport online, I think I'm going to take apart the small vessel and spawn in either probably a Falcon, which has 2 GATs and 2 rockets. Once I get to level 10, that is, because right now I am not level 10.
I am 8.
Let's see. Yeah, the Falcon Mark 1. I could do the Falcon Mark 1. It doesn't have warp drive, and it's got Gatling guns, but...
Don't need warp drive, really. Well, we're going to need it eventually. Just so I can get resources. If you have warp skills, we need any cargo.
It's got GATs and regular rocket launchers, but it doesn't have, you know, and it's made... I think it's hardened steel. I think all the combat ships are hardened steel, so...
I wish our planets in our solar system were this close to our planet.
I know, right? But think about this. That's 4.7 AUs away from us. Kai is. Just looking at Kai. And then Lee is 11.7 away.
So an AU, in case nobody knows, is the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Correct. And this planet we are on is currently... Well, I can't see how
look
many
at the
AUs.
sun, no.
Yeah. Well, I was looking on the map even, and the map doesn't even show. Let's see, warp lines.
We're pretty far out from the sun, actually.
Let's use this asteroid nearby, 7.3 AU away, which means that for us to be in the habitability zone, for this to actually be a temperate planet, that sun must be a lot hotter and brighter than ours.
Or bigger, yeah.
So it must be a bigger, hotter, brighter sun than ours. Which
it's also like it's hydrogen.
Say what?
It's a yellow sun, so I guess it's a hydrogen sun like ours.
Let's see, info panel.
Yeah, the atmosphere might change the color.
See the sun. It doesn't. What does it say? What type of sun this is?
I think all the suns are the same.
Oh, maybe it'll say in here. It's a G2, is what it is.
What that means.
Basically, the habitable, our sun, Earth's sun, is a G2.
Sol?
It's a G2. The planet sun, it's based on size and composition, I believe, as to what it is, but also like color will have a big factor to do it. Like
the composition,
yellow,
what is
it's like
fusing.
Yellow and bright orange are like G-type stars, and then when it gets to red, it's like K, I think. I don't remember all the
becomes
stars.
A red star.
I used to know because I was in in astronomy class, and I love astronomy, but it's been a long while. But they did finally add different types of stars in this thing, and they even have O-type stars, which are like the bright blue ones, and I think that might be one out there. But I was doing some testing in like off camera and all, not in this scenario, but just in general about the way the mechanics work. And effectively, when you're using a capital vessel's warp drive to go from star to star, it uses 1 pentaxid per light year, as opposed to 1 pentaxid per AU. So, so in order to get to the closest star,
it's 1 pentaxid, regardless of how. If it's less than 1 AU, you use at least 1.
Right, and that's the same with the light years. So, for example, if we went to our closest neighbor, which looks... Okay, there's... it looks like Borealis or Ruseda are our 2 closest ones. You can see their names, and you can see how big the stars are.
Oh, yeah, it says M, G, G2, B? B is for blue?
Yeah, the nearest G-type star or that M-type star are the 2 closest ones, and they are 10.8 light years away, so it'll take 11 pentaxid to get there. So from where we are, we could get to the nearest star in a capital vessel's warp drive using less pentaxid than we could to get to one of the closest planets.
So this one's 10B BLY? What's it? Oh, 8 year 10.8. I thought that was a B, but it's an 8. 10.8 light years. So it's 11 light years away. 11 light years is how much pentaxid?
11 pentaxid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1 pentaxid per light year, just like 1 pentaxid per AU in the solar system.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, think about this. Perhaps the long-range jumps are more efficient than the short-range jumps. Perhaps in order to jump a short distance, it taxes the engines as much as a long-range jump because of the efficiency of the jumps? I don't know.
I'm also noticing right now is that all the planets in our system are all warpable with an S.
Oh yeah, from where we are. But if you if you went to say one of the moons of Empyrion, the green gas giant, and tried to warp to one of the moons of the purple one, Leah, you wouldn't be able to in a small vessel. You would have to go from there to say the sun and then to the moons.
So it is. I was wondering if there are any solar systems that are too big that you can't use an SV unless you do multiple.
Click toggle warp lines.
Where's that at? Right there. Whoa. See, that's really confusing looking at that.
Basically, that's saying any planet can go to any planet. It's just if it's too far away, you have to use a capital vessel's warp drive to get there. Most of them can use small vessel warp drives.
Like an ugly cobweb.
Yeah, no, that's why I just turn it off, because now you don't really need the warp lines anymore, because you can literally warp to any place that you have the pentaxid to get there and the capability to jump that distance.
How do you warp to a different system? You just have to lock it onto it from the galaxy map?
Yes, you have to go to the galaxy map, click the sun, and then click lock on, and you actually warp to the sun, and you can see the sun. In reality,
you warp right to the sun and then you warp to the planet?
Well, in reality, what's that?
So you warp to the sun and then from there you warp to whatever planet you want to go to?
Yes.
But you can't warp to your own sun.
No, you can warp from a planet to a distant sun, but then you have to warp to a sun, but not from a sun when doing...
if you're coming back to this solar system, you end up at the sun?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime you're going to a new solar system, you end up at that solar system's sun, regardless of any other factors.
So we were talking about getting an SV up and going soon, so we should probably start collecting
a shuttle SV. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do for that is we're going to need to get the starport up and running. So,
I mean CV.
Yes, but we need to get an SV first to gather resources around the system. So in order to get to get a CV, we're going to need a foundry. But to get the stuff to build the CV, we're going to need to gather resources around our solar system. And in order to do that, we're going to need an SV with warp capability, which yours does not currently have.
Nope.
So I'm thinking we need to first get a starport up and running. That's not going to be hard.
All right.
All we need is, I think we have all the ingots. We just need the dirt. I'm going to go check and see, but we could always use more dirt. We're going to need more dirt for the foundry anyway. So if you want to take the drill hover vessel out and grab more dirt while I'm putting stuff in the factory.
The ARV one?
Yeah. Well, the one that was the UCH one that's got the drill turret on the back.
Oh. Okay, I was thinking like actual mounted drills.
No, we don't have those yet. The S.O.V. only has the harvester on it. Okay, first things first, as always, copper. And I did cut out a lot of me putting things in the factory from my videos, and I still ended up with almost 5-6 hours of video.
Oh yeah, I did half-hour episodes, so I'm good for another week.
Yeah, I think
people won't see these videos.
I had 4 1-hour episodes and then one 45-minute episode or something.
They won't see. Okay, for us, today's the 11th, the day after Mother's Day, and people won't start seeing this until the 18th in my channel.
Yeah. All right, 76 divided by 2. Now 70 divided by 2.
Okay, we're kind of. We have enough fuel, but it's like less than half, like a third. Or...
Yeah, that thing's really fuel efficient, though. Remember.
You have about an hour.
And if you need to fuel up, we have more fuel back here at the base. So.
A little bit. Oh, I got some on me.
Not just that, but you can also use the Wi-Fi to just connect to the thing and put it straight into your cargo or into your fuel.
I'm done.
So.
Put some stuff I want to put into the constructor in. Some rock and stuff. I'm not seeing the ship I'm in. This is weird.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's called the Stone Driller. That's why I'm not.
Yes, it's
Wasn't
called
used to the name.
it's called the Stone Driller. I was considering renaming it as well. Again, from the Stone Driller, but I forgot what I was going to rename it to. Like the Granite Gatherer or something like that.
Dig it. How much storage do you have? Oh, 1,500. I think the SV has more. So we need copper?
No, we need dirt. That's all we need. Well, we're going to need
Just
iron as well. We are out of iron. So go get iron if you can.
Yeah, there's iron nearby. There's iron's softened.
Yeah, but keep in mind with that, you can't really use the drill to get the iron without a second person in there. So,
oh, you want to go with me?
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea, and then we can see how it functions with 2 people. I'll be the driller, and you can be the pilot, I guess.
I'm gonna pop out my drone and just drill with that.
Yeah, but let's see how this works. You know, this way, just as a test, I guess. All right, head to the deposit. There's one directly south of us.
There's a south from us.
Yep, that one directly south of us that I've already started. I don't know where you're going.
Right here.
Okay, I don't see us on the map anymore. Maybe it's because we were covered up.
Do you see the hole to our left?
Yes. Okay, now
This is kind of awkward to use a drill like this, though.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Back up. Go about 300 meters away from it.
Get that far? That's only 900.
Rotate a little to the left. That's fine. That's fine. I said 300 meters.
Well, it says 100 to me right now.
Okay, go forward. And into the ditch. And then just drive forward and we should be able to dig through it.
No, the big old thing, there's like a wall to our left that's kind of blocking. Can't move.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, but...
This is very awkward, yeah. How about that? Go sideways. Oh, it corrected itself. What if the turret was attached to the side?
There's nowhere place to put it on the side, though.
I didn't think these turrets worked on Earth, on planet side.
Sure they do. The CV ones don't, but the hover vessel ones do. It's a hover vessel. It has to work planet side.
I can get out of this.
Can you go forward?
No. Let me see if I can raise it up more. No, I'm kind of stuck.
Ping for a second.
Uh-oh. To the right.
Yeah, ping.
I don't think you can see the ping when I do it.
Do it. Let me see.
I did it twice now.
Okay.
Oh, you see it?
No.
It's just the right. Yeah, you're looking right at it right now.
We have no free storage capacity.
Clear it out. This is stone. Oh, we want stone, right?
Well,
oh, you are getting.
Yeah, I was gonna get some iron. Can you go forward a little bit?
No, I can't move at all. I'm kind of stuck. I was gonna get out and see if I can get this little, because we're on this little point of dirt. If I pop that off, I can probably move.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I can't get out because it's crooked. Yeah, this is I can't move out. See if I can level off. Oh, that works. There we go. Ooh, I only see it. Yeah, that's what I should have done too, is hold X, because I rebinded to X for the level off. That was weird, I heard you move stuff. Huh.
Yep. All right, I don't think there's a whole lot of iron left.
It says 20%.
Well, you're gonna have to get closer.
Oh, on the upper part I see. Can you get that little stalactite that's to our right? Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's kind of camouflaged. It's right up my nose, actually.
All right, we are full of iron now, so we can head back.
If I can get out of here. And there's no boosters on this either.
No, but I'm drilling a little area where we ought to be able to get up.
Okay.
There you go.
The cool boys.
We tore up all the ground and everything, but hey.
Actually, it's a little bit lopsided because I think the cargo holds on the left.
Yes, it is. That's exactly why. Cargo holds on the left side and in the back. Once we get over and unload, we will even out. I'm actually halfway tempted to just completely redesign the entire interior and put the entire cargo box in the back, and then put the what do you call them, the generators and stuff that we have on the left side there. All right, let me transfer the stuff over to the
Yay for Wi-Fi.
All right, all good.
We have enough stuff now?
Well, we've got the iron, that's for sure. I'm in the process of making these, which I think needed iron. Of course, for some reason, they're not actually making. That's... Oh, I know why they're not making. This thing is full.
It's full?
Well, the cargo box was...
Output boxes? Yeah.
Because it had a whole bunch of blocks, because I've got the 2 small constructors making the concrete blocks already.
Seriously? I broke my leg. I broke my leg getting out of the cockpit.
I've done that. I've done that. In that specific one, if it's not perfectly level, like if you're parked somewhere besides like in the hover bay, in the vehicle bay, for some reason it'll do that.
Yeah, I know. Finally. You have to hold X and then egg it out. I turned it off. Well, man, those doors, you need to change the sounds in those things. Oh my god.
I don't know why you didn't just go ahead and park it in the vehicle bay like you're supposed to.
Come in here. We can do cargo extensions, can we?
Oh yeah. What I've done in the capital vessel version of the command center is there are 2 2 by 2 by 1 boxes, basically 3 cargo extensions and a controller.
Okay. For the most part, I usually do cargo extensions for the input and just use a regular large box for the output. Sometimes that'll help. That works.
Well, the problem now is that the blocks use so much SU that you need a larger one for the output than you do the input.
If you're building something really big, yeah.
If you're building any structure of any kind, I have way too much copper now.
Oh, you get to that pretty soon. By the time we're done recording, you're going to say we need more copper.
Well, no, I'm talking about in my workshop because I miscalculated.
Oh.
Okay, so now I need iron. I need 55 iron.
I'm making up some hamburgers.
And then I will need 13 carbon substrate.
Any titanium yet?
No, not yet. Not going to need titanium until we build the Falcon. The S.O.V. we're going to build is going to need titanium. But it needs titanium because it's well, I don't know. The shuttle one might need a little bit, but we've got a little bit. We've got 156 titanium plates, which titanium plates is 10 per 5. So it's each titanium plate. 2 titanium plates is 1 titanium rod. So
that's in one day I do next attack.
Yeah.
Get plates now. Since you're using a blueprint, we can still use plates in place of the rods.
Right.
We find a place we can salvage. Oh, you know what I found on my moon in my single player was the Titan Rex.
Yes, because they have moved them. The Titan Rex are now on the moon, and you find them.
No, they're both places.
Did you start a new one and find it on both places?
I started a new one when phase 2 started.
Because with phase 3 is when they moved it. And
because I forget like all the Xerox POIs, like the mainframe and the comm center and all that on the moon.
But in phase 3, they moved the Titan Rex from the starter planet to the moon, to the starter moon. Mm. And they did this so that the Rex won't be necessarily showing up on, say, the multiplayer like us. So, but that way they don't need to have the Rex on multiple playfields. All they have to do for the PDA is have you go to the moon to find it and have it on that one playfield, regardless of what your starter planet is.
I want to tear down this S.O.V. to use a part of the blueprint.
That was my plan.
Okay.
Well, that was my plan for. Well, I could go ahead and do that, I guess, for the what you call it, the IPEX
Does that SV have a
detector? Yes, yes, it does. That's one of the reasons it's called the IPEX. It's an interplanetary explorer.
IPEX.
The Apex is the hover vessel. It's the advanced planetary explorer, which explores, the planet surface. And then the IPEX, I've got 3 versions of the IPEX. I've got IPEX with the warp drive, IPEX without the warp drive, but the one without the warp drive has the capability to have a warp drive added. And then I've got one that is extended and has a capability to have a S.O.V docked in the back of it.
Oh. Like a little capital vessel.
Well, it's literally a shuttle with a extension where you can dock a S.O.V. But I do have whatchamacallit. I've got the sorry, I didn't mean to cough into your ear either. I pushed the button so my people didn't even hear me cough. But I've also got a version of the Hawk and the the Hawk, Eagle, all that has, it's basically just a carrier for a S.O.V. It's not that good, so I didn't publish on the workshop, but I called it, what did I call it? I called it the, I forget what I call it. I don't even remember. Oh, it's called the Swallow. That's what it's called. I mean, I've got enough in the thing to do it. I just had to make 6 more iron worth of blocks.
Ingots or, yeah, I use blocks instead of ingots. The more refined the object is, the better it works on the blueprint.
Right, the production time goes down more, the better the object is. So if you put in just regular ingots, it doesn't do anything if it's just the ingots. But if you use the intermediate things, it cuts the time in about half. And if you use full blocks, if you use every block that is used to build it, it will literally cut it to 1 second.
Yeah.
So I've got about half the stone done. Let me get this making stone.
Is a drone here? What?
Where you at? Oh, down there, yeah.
Just south.
I believe
the drone here. Just... I'll kill it.
Yeah, I believe there's a drone down there.
They're actually just having a nap on the ground, and I woke him up. It's me. Oh, he shot me, but nothing.
What are you in, the hover vessel or your?
I'm in the
SV. Okay.
The Eagle.
A Hawk.
Hawk.
The Eagle is the one with the 2 cockpits. That's made for heavy combat. Although none of them are really made for extreme combat like the mechs are. I've got 3 mechs published on the workshop. By the way, for my people and for Frag's people and anyone who wants to know, I've been publishing and putting descriptions of all of my ARV things on the workshop. So you can look them up. Just look up ARV with a lowercase n, and you'll find all my new ARV stuff. If you just look up ARV, you'll find a lot of my old stuff too, which is not updated. So... but on the workshop, I just published this morning and finished giving descriptions to my 3 mechs. The 3 ARV mechs, the combat mechs specifically, are the Hercules, the Goliath, and the Colossus. The Colossus is the largest one and is actually the only one where you can go inside of it and has an internal cockpit rather than just an external cockpit. But they all fly weird because they're basically, if you press space, you go up really fast, and if you want to fly with them, you look down at the ground and just press space, and you will fly effectively forward, and they're a lot faster that way.
Until it gets cargo. If it has a lot of cargo on it,
well, it's still faster that way than it is trying to go forward with the effectively back thrusters, because the down thrusters are all jet thrusters, and they're all the heavier thrusters, and because it's meant to be flown differently, because it's not meant for cargo carrying or anything, it's meant for combat. So if you're on the ground fighting and you need to get away, just press space and you fly up into the air. Especially with the Colossus. The Colossus has the 3x3 by, what is it, 3x3 by 12 or something engine, and you just tap space and you're up in the air. All right, I think once we get all this that I have done, I should be close, if not finished, with what we need.
Okay, you still got less than a day by the Xerox.
Right. And then once, is it night right now, or is it, yeah, it's night right now.
That was a quick day.
Let me check our solar power for our defense towers. The defense tower solar power is at 2% right now. I think we need to hold off and wait until we hear the attack to turn them on, but we got to be sure to turn them on.
I'm shining my flashlight on them and maybe it'll be quicker in the charge.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, where we are, it's actually longer night than it is day because we are pointing further away from the sun. If we were on the northern hemisphere, we would actually have longer days than nights. Just because of the tilt of the planet.
Yeah. Any other resource I can go out and get?
I'm about to actually, I just finished the starport.
Okay.
Now, where should we put the starport? Do you think we ought to put it over to the left of the vehicle bay, or do you think we ought to put it like over here facing the other, like facing all this stuff? I think we ought to put it over here like this.
Mm-hmm. Have it, the door facing towards the middle of the others, like one. It's big.
Well, yes, it's a structure made for holding vehicles.
Where's the door? Want to go on top? Ah. Put a block right there.
Actually, I think what I'm going to end up doing is, since it is buried, I'm going to redesign this just a bit.
This has no defenses, huh?
Nope, the only thing that has defenses is the command center.
Is it only solar power?
You can add fuel to it. It's not going to need it eventually, but if you want to, for the time being, we can add fuel to it, and the vehicle port if you want.
% fuel. That way it won't flicker.
Yeah.
Handrails.
Haha, now we can get in and out and it'll be fine. And let's see, I want to gear this. There we go, entrance.
I think if you stand on the block and do flattener, it should do it from the level your feet are at, like where I'm at.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so we've got that with the entrance. It's going to be a little weird, but that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, next we are going to be trying to build the Apex. Now we want.
Should we tear this one down?
Let's see. We want the regular Apex because that's the only one that I can build right now. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Hold on.
Fuel out.
Yeah, take everything out. Fuel, oxygen, everything.
All right. Should I connect to the input or output?
Output is what I'm doing right now. You were in it, weren't you? Now, the Apex is made of steel, so we're not going to be using a whole lot of this carbon composite, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in because we'll use it later.
Oh, not the core, not the core.
Can we make tier 2 of these yet?
Should be. I'm level, what do you call it? Let me look. Where is it? Yeah, I just unlocked it, tier 2.
There's the stuff that was in your cargo that just fell out. Can you actually make them?
Well, let me go and see. Yes, tier 2. I'll make one right now.
Go ahead and make 2 if you can.
Tier 2 only needs 1. Tier 3 needs 2, and tier 4 needs 4.
What?
Yeah, one is just a core by itself.
Okay,
Tier 2
okay.
is just a small.
I'm talking about the multi-tools.
Oh, the multi-tool. I think about the tier 2 upgrade blocks. Okay. Let me talk about the tools. Nope, gotta be level 12.
Okay. But yes, we are going to need a tier 2 thing, but okay.
Yeah, you can just drop that into the blueprint, the one I'm making.
I'm going to start using some of the devices that we have already built up here that...
Yep.
Apart from this repair bay tier 2, I'm going to leave because we're going to definitely need that for later. And the capital vessel thing I'm going to leave as well.
Does the starport have a repair bay spot?
There is a place that you can put it, yes. It doesn't currently have one, but you can put one there.
No. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to spawn it if you did.
Have you gone up in the thing, up to the landing pad?
Oh, I was just there just as you said it. I was just leaving it. What? down the elevator.
Yeah, if you go up the elevator, you see the little circle with an X?
See a circle with an X. Not outside, I don't see it.
Hold on.
I can imagine where it would be like right where I'm standing. All right.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. I don't know why there's no circle with an X there. I could have swore I saved the blueprint there, but I don't know.
Update the blueprint, republish.
Yeah, maybe I only saved it on the well, not with that one because we've already modified the entrance and everything. But I'll update the blueprint later. All right, we've got all the neodymium we need because that's what was just the upgrade core. Now we need... all right, I'm going to start this time with cobalt. 72 minus 4 is 68 cobalt ingots. Let's see. 68 cobalt ingots. It uses 3 cobalt ingots per cobalt alloy. So that would be 20. Iron? Let's see. 22 would be 66. And then a energy matrix uses 2 cobalt ingots, so that should be 60. Wait, why is that only 70? Oh, does it output? Hold on.
Oh, energy matrix is 1 output.
Oh, it outputs 5 for the cobalt alloys. That's why.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, because it uses 5 ingots total, so I guess it just spreads it out.
Right. So each one is, well, it uses 3. Yeah, it uses 3 cobalt ingots. But yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
3 cobalt, 2 iron, 5.
We might have to go find more cobalt.
Probably in space, but we can't go to space.
Well,
right
no,
now.
we've got enough. We've got enough ores to make more. Let's see, that's 61. 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8. All right, let's see if that gives me what I need.
Cobalt in orbit. Once you get that S.O.V, I can start mining the asteroids. Just need EAV is all I need.
Well, I put more cobalt than I needed. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna need silicon, copper. Let's go. All right, titanium rods. I need 684 titanium rods altogether.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the flux coils, the oscillators. Hold on, let me connect to this box. All right, I'm going to take the flux coils, the oscillators, and the titanium plates because that... All right, that gives us a total of 160 titanium. So yeah, we're going to need a lot more titanium.
Yeah.
What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start breaking down structures.
POIs.
Yeah, let's see. Which crashed structure is the closest? There, that one.
To the east, there's a crash cockpit.
Southwest.
Capital.
Southwest.
Crash capital. Okay.
There's one in the water, and then there's, yeah, this other one that you said as well.
To the east of we.
I just shared them both.
Yep, those are the ones I saw.
All right, let me get some food real quick, and then we can head out that way in the.
Yeah.
Now, I want to show you what we're gonna do. We're running low on food.
Yeah, I killed. I got some extra meat in there, but
yeah, I'm turning it into grilled steak.
All right.
I was just down to the red in. All right, go ahead and pull the hover vessel out over to here.